Zippy the Squirrel, his bushy tail a plume of snow, clutched his prize, a perfectly smooth, gleaming chestnut. He'd buried it for winter, but the thrill of the fresh snowfall had lured him out. Suddenly, a sleek penguin, Pippin, waddled into view, his tuxedo-like feathers immaculate. "That nut," Pippin declared, his voice a smooth baritone, "is simply perfect for my ice sculpture collection." He slicked back a particularly rebellious feather. Zippy bristled. "Dream on, flipper feet," he squeaked, his tiny claws digging into the snow. He turned and darted away, his tiny legs pumping furiously. Pippin, with a smirk that could melt glaciers, slid smoothly on his belly, a blur of black and white against the white expanse. With a fancy twirl, he snatched the chestnut from the surprised Zippy. Zippy let out an outraged squeak and gave chase. The chase became a wild, hilarious tumble down a steep, icy hill. Pippin, surprisingly agile, surfed the snow, his laughter echoing through the frosty air. Zippy slipped and slid, tumbling head over heels, but his determination burned bright. Just as Pippin reached the bottom, crowing, "Too slick for you, fuzzball!" Zippy spotted a sturdy stick. With surprising dexterity, he lassoed the chestnut, yanking it from Pippin's grasp. He skidded to a halt, his breath puffing white clouds in the crisp air. But the excitement wasn't over. Pippin, in his gleeful pursuit, slid straight into a massive snowdrift. A moment of stunned silence followed. Then, with a comical poof, Pippin emerged, completely covered in snow, looking like a ridiculously fluffy snowball with a beak. Zippy burst into laughter, his tiny body shaking with mirth. "Nuts mine, snow chicken," he chirped, his voice filled with triumph. Pippin, shaking the snow from his feathers, winked at Zippy. "Next time, fuzzball," he chuckled, his voice surprisingly cheerful. He was already plotting his next icy heist. The snow glittered, reflecting the playful rivalry between the squirrel and the penguin. The crisp winter air held the sound of laughter and the unspoken promise of another snowy adventure.